I tell you all the story about the Joker and the thief, sir. I tell you all about the Joker and the thief in the night.
Yo, you wanna see something cool? No? Well, I'm gonna do it anyway.
Step into the scene! No, nobody can do it like me. Zoop house plate with the kick was zine. I was the black top king, 360s in my green machine. I was a kid and I was breaking down doors. Listening to Tribe, now we on a world tour. We gave him hell and now we gonna give him more. JVB, Mighty Morphin like Megazord. Yo, power like Ranger, range like Rover, strong bulldozer. Autobots roll out, hit the scene. Fresh wax on the paint, it's clean. Who the gang? Light up the tires. The Jay-Z's popping and spitting out fire. Never retire, stare and admire. My drip don't expire.
Oh my god, that is fire!
Shell shocked like a Koopa Trooper. Everybody knows that I'm super saiyan. I was born indestructible. Now I'm always going ham like a Lunchable. I'ma stay running. This view is stunning. My blood is rushing. You got me blushing. I must keep trucking. Won't catch me bugging. I'll be your mega. End of discussion. Hula gang who? Cozy Coop, that's the ticket. Shoes, Reeboks and twos when I choose to kick it. Bench like a picket. I stay glued and the style stay wicked. Swing through your hood, Spider-Man. Additional D, Drift Japan. Starving Wolf, Duran, green light, red light. Don't stop when I'm running like.
Yeah, that was pretty cool, I guess.
Never could believe the things you do. and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time!
It's time!
Welcome back. It is week 7, I believe.
Week 7.
Week 7 of Valorant. We are going to be playing the Grandview University Vikings.
The Vikings. Man,
Vikings
I'm looking forward to that. The Vikings coming in from the north to take on the Eagles.
Where is
That'll be
Grandview
a fight
University?
of the legends.
I have
No.
no clue. They're from Norway.
Vikings are from the
Yeah,
north,
they're from
though,
Norway.
so
They're
we'll
like-
pretend they're from
They're
the
way
north.
up there.
Yeah,
we don't
yeah,
know where they're
yeah.
at.
That's what I say. But I'm looking forward to this game. How do you feel about it going into this week 7 game?
Well, I missed last week. I
Yeah.
had some important matters.
Last
to
week, I'll
attend
give you
to.
the recap. It was a bloodbath.
Was it?
UMW sweep. That was a 2-0 victory. Actually, well, it was a bloodbath in the sense that it was a good fight.
Okay,
We went
incredible.
overtime in the first game.
Yep.
And we almost went into overtime in the second game.
Okay.
Full board on both of those. It was neck and neck.
It sounds extremely exciting.
Oh yeah.
I did watch the VOD.
Bodies were hitting the
I
floor.
did,
on
I,
that
did, I
one.
did already know.
And that was a good game. But we're going into week 7 now.
Mm-hmm.
I have high hopes. I don't know much about, was it Greenview University?
Grandview University.
Greenview University. I don't know much about them. I hope they're as good as the last college we went up
I'm
against.
hoping for a really exciting match. Maybe we.
Yeah, me too.
I'm always hoping for a 2-0 sweep, but
You know, we're here primarily for a good game, you
We
know,
are.
and some spot on commentary to spice things up as
course.
well.
that's just what we do around here.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what else we
And
do around here?
Hmm?
You know what else we do around here?
thank our sponsors.
Exactly.
Of course. Let's thank the Fredericksburg Nationals first. Gotta love our team, the Nationals. Go Nats. Let's
As
hope they
always.
win their next game, whenever that
I'm
is.
gonna say it every time. Local champs. Every single time.
Yeah,
Champs.
indeed.
Love
the
to see 'em.
champions.
Also, Colonial and Turtle Medicine Associates. They're our local hospital around here. And if you're ever feeling sick, feeling down, it is getting really cold right now, actually.
It is. It's flu season.
I'm having a
yeah.
bit of a runny nose, so I may need to go on ahead and see them.
Yeah, hey, keeping our gamers healthy. So thank you, Colonial and Turtle
As
Medicine,
always.
for your contributions to the community,
We appreciate
as
it.
well as our noble gamers.
Speaking of our noble
Finally,
gamers.
our knights behind the screens.
Yep.
Last but not least is Sporting Next Level, keeping our gamers well supplied, covering all fronts next to Colonial.
As always.
Thank you so much, Sporting Next Level, for being there for us, supplying us with the things we need.
You can also find them there. I believe they're here downtown. You can actually go and find them. It's a nice little nonprofit. You can go in there. You can play games. It's great. They provide gaming systems pretty much for like anyone who just wants to play games, no matter what it is, Xbox, PlayStation, PC, whatever you want,
Yeah.
whatever game. You
It's a
get it.
great opportunity. So thank you again for
Appreciate
sponsoring
it, as
us.
always.
All right. So we know our team.
We do. Do we want to take a look at our players?
Why don't we take a look at our players?
Xander, Valorant, take your ones, man.
Death, Valorant, Fraudulent Immortal.
Saturn, Valorant, Classic One Trick.
Diamond, Valorant, and I'm the 4K Demon.
Mellow, Valorant, да здравствуй моя семья. Telly G, Valorant, Counter-Strike, Fortnite, FIFA, and the Colonial Forge High School.
Neb, Valorant, best player on the team.
The energy is
right.
always there. I love the
I
4K
love it. The
Demon
4K
line.
Demon.
That's a line.
You might
That
have
is
a bit of
line.
bias toward that, just a little bit.
Oh,
I'm a
absolutely.
big fan of the 4K Demon. Don't worry.
Some lore for behind the scenes.
Really?
Did you know that Diamond is actually my brother? My
I
older brother?
Did know that actually.
You did, yes.
did.
Because I'm a bit of a legend around here as Mason's younger brother. Because Mason is the 4K Demon.
The
of Valorant.
4K Demon.
Oh yeah, he's iconic for getting close, but not quite.
Not quite
Last game, his performance left a little to be desired, but I might be a little picky since, you know, this is a good chance to
Always need
take
that,
some
though.
shots at
Yeah.
my older brother, who's better than me in all means, except for my rugged good looks and
I
my
was
beautiful voice.
gonna say you have a very captivating presence about
Yeah,
you.
exactly.
I will know.
I have maximum
So.
aura. As well for the rest of our guys. That's Saturn, Meloton, Zipper. I mean, all classics.
Always.
Love me some Zipper gameplay. Maybe we'll get a Zipper chamber.
Yeah.
Hey, who knows? a man can only cope.
Hey.
As with the
Get
ghost.
dirty, go wash, baby.
Oh
Hey,
yeah.
hey, why don't we get one to start off the night? Get dirty!
Go wash!
Woo! Let's go! Oh yeah.
I'm the only one that's allowed to do that.
Okay. I was gonna
Yeah.
say.
Yeah. The only third-person feature, except for our post-game interviews, which
Of course.
we'll all have to stay tuned for. I'm looking forward to those. How will we call something here?
Oh,
going into a
we're going
second.
in.
All right, all right. Hello.
Hello, go play.
Yeah. Hey, everybody, say hi to this upcoming game we have here.
We're on Ascend, actually.
Yo,
I forgot to mention,
Saturn
I was
with the insta-lock. Oh man.
As always, as I expect. I expect nothing less. Nothing
an old
different.
tried and true. Love to see that. She's great on the character. She knows how to use them.
Yeah.
It.
What
I don't know.
is
Does Omen have a gender?
What is Omen?
The thing. I don't know.
Omen's
How
a
mysterious.
entity, really.
Yeah, just like the gas giant Saturn.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
It
all
makes
full
it works.
circle.
It really meshes well.
Just like the sphere of Saturn is a sphere. It's all coming full circle.
Wow. We got some.
Yeah. Hey, game theory.
We got some wisdom here.
I'm in your PO box. Pick me
you're
up.
gonna
Pick
wanna
me
go-
up. I've
go
got
on
some
ahead
theories.
and,
Some
take
head
a look
canons.
at that, and then I want to go ahead and close that again.
Diamond with the KO pick. We've got Death on Sova. I do like these picks. Diamond, last game he couldn't really aim. So let's hope that he can be useful as KO instead. Yeah. I mean,
These are
production
things
knows.
you're-
Production knows. I saw
you're
some
totally allowed.
dreary misfires.
Okay.
So, hey, let's
I'm-
hope. Let's hope he locks in, just like we have 3 out of 5 champs locked in on both teams.
We got fall break over. Give us some time to rest. Give our players time to kind of
Yeah,
regroup. And I don't know
absolutely.
who all was playing over fall break, other than I know Mello may or may not have played at all. So hopefully give him some time to kind of recoup, come back in, and I think I'm expecting at least 2 4Ks.
Yeah,
From the
yeah.
4K demon himself.
Let's hope that they come into this game with a clear mind. Let's hope they didn't have too much turkey dinner over fall break. It can get in the way, those food comas. But it was a long weekend. What was that? 4 or 5 days?
yeah.
I didn't know what to do with myself. I was itching,
I didn't know what
I was in my bed in a cold sweat. I need Valor. I need Valor. I
Really?
need Valor. Honestly, bro, I don't know. I don't have enough extracurricular activities besides
I can
esports.
tell
I
you,
live for
I
this.
was in bed in a cold sweat thinking about not playing Overwatch. I will say that much. I was quite the opposite from you, but
after that game drama, why don't you let them know what happened? With
oh
Overwatch?
yeah, if y'all didn't see it, we're gonna be playing the #1 seed in the league. They forfeited, so
Yeah.
big
yeah.
technical issue happened there. So
Some crazy tea.
All good.
Unfortunate if you missed it. Unfortunately, I was one of those.
it's all good. It was the Overwatch podcast on Tuesday, so
Oh yeah. Hey, I'll be tuning into that, as I hope everyone will, and I hope as we're all tuning in to this round 1, that KO knife going out looking for any heads, finding none, but we're still gonna get some context. Down site there. We know they have a sheriff. Moving for an
Flash
engagement
out.
here. Directly
Wow.
behind.
Very
Can't quite
quick
catch
out.
them. And that is a 2K for Greenview. Yep.
Grandview.
The Vikings. Yep. Red team.
oh, down up. Rush out. Oh, he gets 2 though. Gets 3. Hold on. Gets 4. Can he get the? Oh, unfortunate. Almost gets an ace on pistol round.
Man. Whew. I was not ready for
That
that,
was
one.
intense. That
A
was
round
quick.
1
I was-
4K. Wow.
I was not expecting that.
No, not the slightest. 50 seconds on the clock here. We're down to a 2v1. They do have Spike, maybe looking for a rotate here. We are pushing back into mid, or
Are
Greenview
we
is.
gonna go for? He's going back through tree right now.
Yep, he's gonna look for those rotates, maybe catch someone out. We'll find some contact here.
30 seconds left.
Might be able to catch him here. He's gonna see him.
Oh!
He gets a bunch going. That
What's
is
the
round
wrong
1.
way? And that
Just
seals
around.
round 1. The fate of the Vikings is written on the wall. UMW taking away that first round. Wow, that 4K?
That was.
Where did that come from,
That was
man?
crazy.
Oh my goodness. I'm
That
hyped
was-
for that. Let's see more of that another time. Come on.
Definitely- honestly definitely helped them out like hella. I think they
Oh, yeah,
really
yeah.
needed that.
Getting those eliminations gets them that early currency to spend on some guns.
While they're on Go Boom, happy affiliate anniversary. Happy affiliate anniversary.
Oh, happy anniversary. Oh, we do have a Get Dirty Go Wash.
Out. Didn't get anyone with a knife.
Get dirty!
Go wash!
Woo! Oh, we got. Oh,
Saturn doesn't
barely
touch Joe on
missing
the
it.
cross. Backing up here.
Oh yeah, taking the smart move there. They're gonna get that ult orb, and we're gonna hold towards the back of sight with that Marshall. See, we're cooking up here. The Bulldog buy in round 2.
Go for a top mid. I think they're just gonna rotate all the way up. Looks like it.
Minute left on the clock here. We do have some individuals mid. There's gonna be a Sogadar coming in. We think they're behind the box. We see him briefly there, and he goes down to the Bulldog. Second round Bulldog, that crazy gun. But he gets his justice in the end, leveling the playing field to 4v4. We're seeing some action mid here. That Ares is in the smoke. Gonna pick up that Bulldog, make sure it's not put to waste.
Really good
Gets
nade.
the utility
Incredible
loom.
nade.
Love to see it.
Enemy remaining.
Oh, does he get another? He gets another.
30 seconds
Yep.
left.
He actually.
Wow, a bloodbath
Oh, wow.
mid
That's a
here,
3K.
sealing the
Not quite
fate.
the 4K from our 4K demon, but
You
secures
know,
the round.
Yeah, a prequel of the things to come. A crispy 3K. We're gonna save that Bulldog. Good things for
Nice little dual cam.
UMW's
The Saturn
eco.
cameo in the diamond cam.
Wow,
Funny
would you look
enough.
at that?
It's tracking right here. Look at this.
Yeah.
Look at this.
I mean, look at
Hold on.
Diamond's face. Look how locked in he is.
Locked in.
That he is just. He is looking at the screen and nothing but.
Nothing. I don't know if View Universal saw this coming.
Alright, that woman smoke coming down to shut off that sightline as usual, but we know they're going to be on the right side here. Melaton has his crosshairs on that position. We're going to hear the owl drum. We're going to shut it down. That Sova is low, so maybe if they can spray out there into the mist, they'll connect to something. We're going to have to retreat with that. Saturn is low, looking with 21 health here. She has that sightline with the Marshall. Going to shut down an advancement. Anything hasty, the Vikings are going to have to bide their time here as we come down to a minute left. And they're locked in mid here. A bad fate for them last round, but maybe they can change things here. We're going to send out that owl drone, see if we can pick up any heads. Sees 2 of them. They're going to have to withdraw. They are terrified of that Ares.
Got some decent damage on them just with spraying alone. So,
Absolutely. I
honestly,
mean, look at their health. That's 4 who are
I'm not
at
surprised
1 or
at how
2 shot.
many
Yeah.
players.
And they're going to get that spike on the ground.
Spike planted.
Now the clock is ticking. We do get the detection with the knife. Their abilities are down. Gonna be looking for peeks here through the window.
It may be low. It's still a 5v4 though. You still gotta play this smart. KO flash out. Doesn't catch anyone.
We got the stinger and tree. That's a deadly combo. And we get this one here.
He gets
Sees
2!
2!
Oh, but gets
Wow.
Last
Now that is worth for a $1,000 gun. That is worth.
Yep. Let's go.
I love this single shot.
I love that. I
Ares.
think he's spraying, but it's a little bit of a weird delay. A little bit of lag happening from stream, but he
Oh,
is
I
absolutely
see.
spraying it. So
Okay, all right. That's kind of fun.
if that, unless he
switched on
isn't,
single fire.
and I'm mistaken, he might have been tapping with it.
Yeah.
A little disrespectful.
I mean, yeah, with how their health is looking.
I mean, I don't blame them if they know their numbers.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that attentiveness from UMW, we love to see it. This eco is just impressive.
Hello
They're
already
able to
with
have
hello.
these guns. Like we saw the buys round 2 with the Ares and the Bulldog, and the Marshalls. It was all looking good for UMW, but now things are kind of leveling out. We did see some Vandal buys from the Vikings last round, so let's see what's going into this.
Standing ahead.
Gonna throw out that recon
There
dart
they are.
mid. We're gonna see ahead there on the left side, but we got 4 on the other
Also,
side.
decent damage
See
on
his
Silva already.
sightline
He's
here.
already one shot. Is that an owl I heard from?
It might have been. Free through the wall or something. But we know that there's a Marshall mid there. Aldra's gonna look for something. Now they're there. We're gonna spray out, lower their health bars like we did last round. It's gonna connect though, but it is a good strategy, very viable. To just sort of put them on the back foot here. as with the Aldrin, it's gonna go down, but we did get that tag onto the Sova. And it's going to slow down the round significantly as we come into double digits here for the time.
KJ and Jett are pushing up
Yep. We might be looking at some contact here on A side. We have that lineup set for KO. Everybody comes out, gonna have that utility ready to go to shut anything aggressive down. Saturn going down to the Bulldog. I think that was mid.
30 seconds left.
Brief contact. That turret is going up. Passive on both sides. This is interesting. We're down to 20 seconds.
They really gotta make a play here and make it happen.
Yeah, they're either gonna save their guns or yeah, not looking good.
Clock, so make it or break
10
it now.
seconds left.
I think it's gonna be break it. They don't even have time to plant, so they're gonna have to go for the TDM. Running it down mid or mark it.
One enemy remaining.
Hello, losing to the Bulldog.
I did think it viable to retreat for that round since they had some good.
Interesting lag there. But,
okay, so yeah,
you
definitely
do
some lag.
get the jet.
Yeah. That was very unfortunate for the Vikings. They lost all their guns in that round, which personally I would have saved, but you know, I appreciate trying to keep the crowds entertained. However, it might be at a detriment as we go into round 5 here. The score 4-0. Yikes.
Eyes up.
Not looking too hot right now for Grandview University. Knock on wood here. But anything can happen with Valorant, and we've seen it time and time again. So
Take flight.
It's like we're seeing a more aggressive approach here to mid. Shoots the recon, but doesn't quite get it. We're gonna get another tracker out there. Instantly destroyed, but we know they're there. There's a very strong Viking presence mid, and they're gonna try to push back here, looking for something in market. That alarm bot's gonna go off.
Mason's able to get one
It's right there, sending us down to a 3v2. That shock dart's gonna go out, trying to look for someone, can't quite find it. It's taken out instead.
They're both mid.
One enemy remaining.
Hello peeking with the op.
Spike down.
Has one. He ult here.
Comes
Jumps
the
over
knives.
The
A
flash was
flash.
actually perfect. Probably saved his life just there. Doesn't matter because Mel is able to pick it up and close out round 5 for UMW.
Oh yeah, that instant headshot finding him, taking him down, sealing the fate once more. I did say it was written on the wall, round 1, after that decimating early round with the 4K.
I'm really liking some of the lag here with the
yeah,
flipping out the classic there.
They'll be spicing up some of what we're
Really
seeing,
funny,
the
actually.
classic gun
Placing
knife.
swarm grenade.
Love to see it.
Placing alarm bot.
Grenade.
That's on the classic through the wall spray. I do love these Killjoy lineups. We did have some comments earlier on memorizing those because I've never seen it. Never seen that type. Yeah. I am a Harbor 1 trick though, so it doesn't really matter.
Wow, that's insane work.
Yeah. Barrett's gonna pick up some people there. The flash is going out, connecting successfully with Killjoy. We're gonna have to retreat here. Retreat? Withdrawal. But we're still gonna find 2 of them in exchange for 1, sending us to a 4v3.
Just opting for market. Also dropped and picked up the Odin. I think he's got 2 guns right now. He's just swapping between them.
Yeah, mid is a lively place. We're seeing a lot of contact there, as we might see here as they push back towards that, looking for something as they move towards a rotate onto A side. They're gonna go through tree. Stop here. And Saturn's gonna get 1.
It's 2.
It's another one.
You got the 3rd. Doesn't get the 3rd, but it's okay because Diamond's there to answer for it. Close out round 6.
That's another one for UMW. Oh man, I wonder what their ranks are. You know,
I do too.
because unfortunately we have gone against like some lower ranked schools. We've gone against like diamond players, even lower sometimes.
It's like an MMR check.
Yeah, I want to ask you, what do you think their ranks are?
What do I think their ranks are?
Yeah, that's another playing.
They're not doing too bad, I don't think.
Yeah.
But I think the only thing that's catching off right now is I can't tell if they're like, I think we've kind of put the pressure on them now. Like that 4K definitely, I think, made them scared a little bit. I think they're a little afraid to push.
Yeah, maybe it's like a mental thing.
I think it's a mental thing, and they need to be a bit more of like, need to commit a bit more, maybe. But
yeah, But
like
one
to
thing's
think
for
we're-
certain, I don't think this is high elo gameplay. I don't know about this. As we see a potential 3-man push into A side, connecting some shots here. That smoke's going out. We're gonna spray through it. Gonna connect with the KO, sending us to a 5v3. A grenade is going out to shut down some of that aggressive advance as they take ground here. Looking at that corner. Oh, Omen's gonna line himself with it. That door's gonna shut on Diamond here. Throw that knife, try to find someone. Planter's hit, but it doesn't matter as he
there
rolls
with
out.
Odin
Spike
catching the
planted.
jet.
One enemy
Oh my
remaining.
gosh, incredible
Ooh, that was a
recon
bit
dart.
dirty.
Facing sentry.
Not only was it a
Sentry
flick,
out
but
there.
it
There's
was
absolutely
through
no
the
hope
floor.
for a 4v1 for that Silva to hold
Wow.
that. And that is round 7 for UMW.
Precise like a surgeon throughout all
always.
of these. Wow. Connecting that shot there through heaven into
Into hell
the
there.
bottom of the side.
Yup.
That was nasty. Not only was it a flick, but then he shot through the ground
Yup.
and into his cranium. You don't
Right
see
to the
that
ground.
every day. Except from, who was it, Zipper? Of course.
Zipper,
Of course Zipper
as
can
you
pull
always
those off. I mean, look at the guy. He
Our Senti
exudes
player.
confidence. The team is in high spirits. We got fist bumps and smiles coming through. It's a jolly season.
It is a
And the
jolly
Christmas presents are lining up
getting
win after
close, we're getting
win.
close.
We've got the best of guns, full abilities, absolutely
He
rigorous
just
spike
exudes
setups.
confidence at an exorbitant level.
Yeah. Let's see if they can be confident enough for this 5-man.
Push on to B main here.
Oh, here comes the KO.
Should be a
We're going to
KO.
see some
Wow,
aggressive
KO
advance.
92.
Ability shut down. We're
Able
going to
to
connect
find
that
the
headshot.
line.
Going down in exchange, sending us to a 4v4. That KO ult is still very present as the spike goes down on the ground.
Spike planted.
And we're going to have to come up with some answers here because we have no presence on the side. All we have right now is rotators. We're going to
Our
take out
own
that
KJ
door.
ult.
Killjoy coming out to slow the advance. Or that, yeah, there's Hunter's Fury is going to look for something. Can't quite connect, but he did ult, so he's still sort of alive.
One enemy
Gets the
remaining.
op.
Not that they need it since it's now a 2v1. KO soon to perish with the rest of his crew. And that spike is
a little bit
bare
of lag
naked.
on stream, so a little bit of a delayed
Yeah, we do apologize
commentary.
for
It's apologize, but that is round 8 for UMW. We retook that really well, actually.
that. Oh yeah,
The pressure
absolutely.
was not on for us. It felt like pretty calm.
Yeah. Like I said, it's like a surgeon. I mean, these plays are precise. There was that aggressive push, a lot of pressure on the UMW. Those who got caught, but then the rotators came in, and it was like a well-oiled machine. Communication as we pushed in through the back of site, through market, covering all angles, using ults as necessary, saving the Omen and Killjoy for when we do need it.
Revealing area.
We're gonna see some contact there from the mid. Meloton goes down, and he just changed for the Hunter's Fury from them. It's not
Oh
gonna
my
find
gosh,
anyone,
Simon
and
gets
it's
two.
dead.
He gets 3.
Condemns 2 of the Vikings, leading us into
One
4v2
enemy
here.
remaining.
Oh, and
Make
Saturn.
that a 4v0.
Saturn taking the 4K from Diamond, but closing out the round for UMW, and that's round 9.
Yeah. Well, hey, they share the same camera. They're basically the same
They're basically
players.
the
So,
same,
you know,
at this point. I mean, come on.
let's round up here.
That may as well have been an ace for them both. Right?
Yeah, when the score is 9-0, we might as well do a lot of things.
Of course. 3 rounds left and a half, so...
Yeah, maybe the Vikings practice the defense side of this map.
Maybe,
that's
you know,
why they're
maybe.
struggling here. I'm sure they're a great team.
Like, I'd say this is a defense-sided map, to be fair. But
It is? Yeah.
Get out of my
I don't
way.
know. I only pay attention to binds.
Jenna Fire redeemed day. Get dirty!
Go Wash!
Woo!
Yeah.
Back
Thank
in the
you for
round.
the redeem. We appreciate it.
We always appreciate it. Also, yeah, thank you for the bits.
Oh, as always. It's Jenna again. Oh my
Jen's also
goodness. What a
literally
go.
one night foul.
Come to
Saturn
play,
gets
it's not
him.
quite enough against the
The Jet able to
Vandal.
get 2 on the KO.
That's a 2K there. Skin
Gets
dip,
3!
I would say.
Doesn't
Spike
find the
down
4th.
A.
Loses to the Ultimate, but it's okay because we have Diamond here with the flash. I know he's going to get it absolutely as predicted.
Man.
Silva coming through main. It's a 3v1 now.
Moral of the story: do not push 3
Goes
against for the
UMW,
UMW.
and that's Diamond answering for round 10.
Yep, that was an unfortunate push for the Vikings, going for 3 and getting shut down with that 3K from Saturn. Just a superior weaponry, and I guess the superior setup is what sealed that round. UMW. But you know, fingers crossed. Maybe the Vikings will get 1 round.
Maybe, you know, maybe observer packet loss. Yeah, that's
commentating. Oh yeah, commentating this game is so wildly different than last week because it was round for round.
Yeah.
That time, but this time it's
we're a little bit more mellow.
It's hit or miss nowadays with the teams we go against. Never lacking in heart.
Speaking of mellow, we're into it. Look at him right now, locked in.
Look at how close the monitors. Mere inches.
Holding ahead. Guard now in this. Oh, he knows there's people there, and he wants to spray through.
They're pocketed up in mid here. Got that moment. Looks like he turned on burst fire for us, but I'm sure it was different. He was spraying and praying.
Definitely the packet loss. They look like they're doing a lot of tap right now, so.
One suppressed.
Flash out through smoke.
1 enemy remaining.
Gets 1.
Last
Loses
player
the Omen. It's
standing.
okay to 1v1 now. But Omen's gonna ult. Grab Spike.
Yeah, down to a 1v1 here. They're gonna plant the spike on A. It's up to
Spike
Mellow.
planted.
He's gonna
I've seen
choose
Mellow
Evan
with
for
these,
this
so
approach here. He does
see
have a Vandal in his
scoreboard.
pocket. So that's a
check
Vandal.
in.
Yeah. Spike in the smack dab middle of the site here. Omen's gonna be pulling behind the you. We're gonna be clearing out hell here, throwing some smokes, taking ground here. Here comes the blind.
He doesn't hear the TP though. But he predicts it. He knows. Jameson's through the roof, and Mello's able to win it as always.
Foiled the evil villain.
Taking round 11 for UMW. There's a scoreboard check for you guys.
Man, oh man. And of course, we do have that.
Last round.
What's that skin called? I don't remember.
Hey, I will say, Diamond, I think, is picking up some eliminations here, and
yeah, absolutely.
Moncasters, be nice. Be
Have you
nice.
seen the scoreboard? There's not much to say, man. Well, hey, I will say having a Viking as your full mascot, that's kind of awesome.
It is pretty tough.
I wonder what their Viking looks like though. If it's like the football Vikings, I don't.
You know, I'm
that
trying
could be
to.
awesome.
I bite my tongue here. I don't like to. It ain't over till it's over here, and anything can happen. Defense could show a completely different side of Grandview, and they might shine through, and
absolutely
might start taking some round on.
You might see here a completely unoccupied B side make that less occupied as we go for a trade here. Eliminated by the Droves, down to a 1v4 out of nowhere. Looking through the back of sight, but not going to
Speak of the
spawn.
devil, may have been a caster's curse right there.
You know, maybe we sealed the fate.
Switching sides.
Maybe we should have been nice. The
We
wrath
let
of
them have
God
that one.
has come down upon us.
Apparently, we let them have that right. No, it's all good. We just wanted to, see what it was like.
Yeah.
To lose a round.
Yeah. What is loss in this little game of ours? Setting the score all ones across the board. Love the look of that.
Like I said, we're not on the attacking side here, so we're gonna see what happens. This head spray is very loud.
We get some
We're getting a
reenactments
bit of
from the players.
I wish we could have some mic checks, see what is happening in the comms, but
yeah.
Hey,
We'll just say our players are voice acting.
Damage onto us. Market is able to pick up 2.
Connecting some shots here, taking territory. We're gonna be getting on to
full sight at this point. It's 2. Spike is gonna be going down.
Yep, Saturn gonna throw that on the ground there. It's down, the clock is ticking. It's a 3v2, some of our players are low, but we do have quite an anchor here. Towards the back of sight. Can't quite connect that shot though. Saturn goes down. That Jet's
Last
pushing in
player
aggressively.
One enemy remaining.
Dart trying to slow down the play a bit. In time, find out where he's at with a 3K to end the round, and that's round 13, 12-1, UMW.
Match point.
Takes that one away. That was a bit close, to be honest. These are getting a little bit close. Maybe we're getting a little lazy here.
I think it's,
or maybe it really is defender
maybe
side.
Grandview, I think, is just finding a bit more of a rhythm. Like I said, defense-sided map, but
yeah, absolutely.
I think we just know how to answer. And speaking of an answer, we should answer this redemption right here that has been in the chat.
My pleasure.
That is a get dirty, go wash. Woo!
Thank you for the redeem. We appreciate it as always.
We have a great time around here. Oh, it's great we're able to pick up some damage on Mello early on there.
They're gonna withdraw, gonna look for something mid here. Any noise, any activity. Yeah, the stinger mid is fast.
On diamond here.
Oh, the daring Bucky. Maybe he can connect something here.
Bucky.
Smoke's gonna disappear. He's gonna have to hold the corners here. Looking for anyone who wants to push up. Just looking for anyone who gets a little bit too aggressive here. As Meloton just single-handedly clears A site.
You know. Have this down now. Plan. That's exactly what Saturn's doing right now.
Got to be careful with backside though. They were holding some angles there, and Meloton predicts that they're going to be coming from that direction.
Mellow trading guns, low health. Also, be a little better off with respect.
Placing sentry.
Let's hope. We're getting some contact up in heaven. Bullets are being thrown. Saturn goes down in the fray. Vikings taking ground here. They're going to spray through the smoke and connect that with Diamond. Can't quite register any of those shots, but
drops through
remaining
to close out game one for UMW.
Game one in the pocket of UMW. Wow, what a sweep! Albeit for one round.
Albeit for one round.
You know,
but
the chivalrous one round.
Yeah.
We gave that to them as a token of appreciation for coming out and playing with our lovely players.
Of course.
I'm good. Yeah. Why don't we flip a coin?
Do a chat vote?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I mean,
we'll have to wait 5 minutes for it to go.
Oh, wait, yeah.
You have to wait.
Let's see. I mean, whoever doesn't wants to, honestly, who wants to keep doing it? Like, who's dying to keep doing it? Wait, to be fair, you're gonna keep doing it. That's fine.
Yeah.
You know you can tell them what's going on.
No.
Alright, so you can just
Hey, Chet.
No, I'm joking.
This is between you and me. I'm better dressed. I look better. I'm clean shaven. So you can't even grow a beard. That's what
I can't. Yeah.
You still got puberty, pal.
Okay.
You're
whoa,
still
let's
going
calm
through the
down
motions.
on that. Let's calm down a bit on that. A little bit of hatred right there.
Friendly banter.
Friendly banter, you would call it.
Yeah.
Well, fortunately or unfortunately, maybe hope for you guys, I am gonna have to be taking my leave.
Yeah.
And,
hey,
you're
thank
gonna
you
be
so much for coming.
Of course, you're gonna be getting Jack the Hat Yatsko, who you may have caught on UMW Esports 2, playing Smash. And if you haven't already, you should go ahead and check them out. We stream a little earlier before we stream at 7 for Smash on UMW Esports 2, so you can go ahead and check them out there every Thursday. But eventually, when they are ready, I will be taking my leave, and we're also waiting between. I don't know if we're taking a technical break or what's happening between rounds. I believe we're just doing map picks now. So
yeah. I for one could use a break. That game was a bit of a slog, to be honest. It was just kind of an all-around wipe for UMW, an unceremonious just event that happened, and I was witness to it. But I will say, it's always good to see our team play some good old Valorant. To get in like the technical aspects, like the game at heart is just, it's interesting to watch. And sometimes like the routineness of it, like you see like the lineups and like how specific characters react to different characters. That's like the one thing, like the matchups is like an aspect to this game. seeing the picks. You know, like last game, Diamond played Breach, and this game he played KO.
Yeah.
Seeing how he adjusts to his role on the team, that's something to be observed. For sure.
Great. Yeah, it's really exciting to see.
Yeah. And I do like to compare this game a lot to CS.
Well, I mean, I think that is what everyone compares it to, right? I mean,
Yeah.
compare
They're
it
in
to
like
a
a
lot
Venn
of-
diagram.
yeah,
sort
they have
of
a
thing.
very similar play style in terms of gunplay and all that stuff. So the only difference being there's a bit more like diversity, I think, in terms of how you play with this game as opposed to CS, as you have characters with so many different abilities and there's so many different ways to mesh each character together, as
Dude,
you said,
yeah,
with comps
absolutely.
and so many different like things to do. And obviously, maps are going to be way different in terms of how structure is. So it's interesting to see what players come up with and what like things people will like run and like push through with, because it doesn't necessarily always mean that there's going to be like a bad matchup. It's always about like what you can do, unless it's Harbor, and then Harbor sucks,
And then you
so-
spam abilities.
and then you
That's what you do.
exactly.
Yeah. Thank you for
But
the,
yeah,
for
of
the
course.
context.
Yeah,
Well,
got you.
thank you again for coming
Of
on.
course, yes. Appreciate for having me. I will probably see you guys next week as well on Tuesday when I play Overwatch, and on Thursday when I come back and cast once more. But now we will be bringing in Jack Retros Yatsko. Come on in here.
Let's
See y'all
welcome the
later.
man.
Thank you very much. Zacharias.
Yes, thank you, thank you.
You did a great job. This man is hype and a this man is hype and a half.
Absolutely. He knows how to get loud. I would say he knows how to get dirty, go wash.
He does know how
He
to get
knows
dirty
the
and go
UMW
wash.
principle. Of course.
He knows both of these things. Hello, everybody. Joining for game 2 as usual. It's yours truly, Jack the Hat Retros Yatsko.
Hello. Welcome from
Good to be
Smash.
here. I've been watching on the other side, our
Good, good.
our producer side, 13
13 to 1.
13-1 sweet. It's pretty good.
You know, yeah.
It's
Just,
pretty good.
just another day on the job. Another
Yeah.
13-1 sweep.
No, the team is looking incredibly solid. I know there was some shared like worries, especially since we just got back from fall break, which I hope everyone has enjoyed their fall break and snapped back into the flow of school once more. But think of it like this. Thanksgiving is right around the corner.
It is.
So look forward for a couple more weeks to Thanksgiving, and then right after that, it's winter, baby. So
Boom.
don't worry, we're not too far.
The white
We're not
season.
too far from another break, but I do have some insider information.
Oh, yeah? Let's hear it.
I do believe the one and only Sam Nebula is going to be going in for this game 2.
Sam Nebula, we're getting a player
We are
swap
getting
out?
a Nebula swapping in for
Whoa.
Mason. Can we confirm production? For Mason.
Oh.
Yeah.
No! Oh, man, now I have no one to rib on. Oh.
That is okay. But hey, I mean, the team showed a very impressive and strong game 1. So it makes sense. Sam is a sub.
Yeah.
And this is a
Yeah,
great
good
opportunity for him
experience.
to come in, stay warm, get that practice. I know that the team is going to have some.
Gameplay.
Yeah, you can watch gameplay, right?
In that little pocket up there.
Right here. It's going to have another game tomorrow, so it's nice to keep your subs warm. It's nice to keep them locked in.
Yeah,
And I
no,
think this
totally.
is a perfect opportunity for them.
Yeah. No, that's actually smart. I didn't think
Mm-hmm.
about that. To have like your sub come in against a team that might not be as much of a challenge to our primary players.
Mhm.
Uh,
Yeah,
especially
get
for
them
Diamond.
that practice.
We see Diamond as like a root of the team.
Mm-hmm.
Often
Bro's
the
hit me-
morale kind of hinges on
Been here since day 1, so makes a lot of
he
sense.
has, yeah. He's one of those he's one of those OGs, and ever since we lost Doy to retirement, we love
To
you, Doy, by the way.
retirement.
We miss you. Well, wait, he's captain now, right?
He is he's
Yeah.
coach.
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 He's
Joy.
coach now.
And
no
I see
longer
him
a
in
player,
chat.
Though. And no longer directly interacting with the
No.
team, albeit he is now like the coach. But yeah, Mason, the OG, he's there for them. I do think he has a lot of sway with like how the team morale is going.
Oh, definitely.
Like the shots that are being called. he has like the sort of veteran nature.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, he used to be our IGL before. Now this season it is Brandon, and I think he fits that role equally as well. But honestly, any of these veteran players, Z as well, could very well slip into that kind of shot caller IGL position. But I think last year for Mason, it made a lot of sense, especially he was playing a bit more of the Sentinel, but Brandon playing the Initiator, being able to get that intel with Sova and Breach on a couple maps makes a lot more sense for him. But like I said, honestly, any of these veteran players, any of these seniors on the team, easily could be IGL. Not acknowledging.
Well, you know, Mason did come to me once when he was IGL. He told me, kid, you know, it's good that I'm IGL because I am the best player in the team. That's what he told me.
That's what he said. We'll ask
but
him later.
It took away from his ability to be like an actual player because not only did he have to perform for himself, but he had to call the shots for 4 other people.
Gotcha.
So having that sort of tax overloaded his dedicated RAM, so to speak.
Yeah.
And it was smart to pull back so that he could perform as one player on the team.
That's true.
Who could come up with answers to an immediate effect.
I mean, he is the 4K demon.
The 4K demon.
So
we did see that in the player.
He
intro.
is the one and only 4K demon. So it makes sense that he would want nothing more than to just pop off and frag out.
Only until he gets 4Ks per round.
Only until he gets 4
The one
eliminations.
stipulation.
Only until he
Okay.
gets 4 eliminations, and
Now-
then that 5th one slips his grasp.
Yeah, I've never seen him get an ace, so you know it's never happened.
You know, I've been commentating this game since our first season, and I think I might have seen him ace, but for the sake of this, I'm gonna close it out of my memory. I've never seen him ace. Have yet to see the diamond
in today's
ace.
inflation, it would have been a 4K.
That's true.
Say.
That's true.
The economy
with all
would
of these,
shift
with
that.
all these clove reses and
Yeah, Clove. What's with that? In ye olden times, when you got headshot, you got headshot.
you were done for.
You were done. If you were caught in the middle of a brimble, you were not getting back up. Man, those days back in
the old
Brimstone, Bind.
Yeah.
Oh my
If
goodness.
anyone mentions Phoenix, I swear.
That character
I
exists
swear.
still. Isn't that crazy?
I know, right? Like, I feel like you don't see. It's so weird because I heard you guys mention Harbor and immediately made me think like there's so many characters that we rarely see a lot of. And I feel like Gecko, kind of Deadlock too, and especially a lot of duelists. I mean, ISO, Reyna, Yoru, Neon, they all kind of didn't have their spot in the meta. Harbor was in the meta for a while. He was kind of... We're good?
All good? All right.
He was kind of just in this weird zone, but they finally found their spot. And I mean, right now I feel like the character who is the most lost in the meta, maybe not be Harbor, because now that Pearl's back, he honestly has a spot in Pearl.
Absolutely.
I think it's Phoenix.
No, undisputed. I
where-
have not seen a Phoenix in years.
Where, genuinely, in chat, maybe you can answer this for us as
Yeah,
well.
please.
What map would you honestly play Phoenix over any other character? Seriously. Like, any map you play Phoenix, honestly, you could just play ISO. You could play Reyna. You could play Yoru. You could play Jet, Raze, Neon. You could play any other duelist. That's my argument.
Yeah. We'll
Same
leave
thing,
that one to
kind of-
Stu.
And even like Fade isn't as meta as she used to be.
Mm-hmm.
I think Fade equally has as much meta relevance with like Pearl and low key, the lowest of keys, even Bind.
Yeah.
Even Bind, I think Fade.
A sleeper
And we've
hit.
seen Vise run on a couple maps. Deadlock kind of pierce her head every now and then, so it's not like she just disappeared. It's not like she's as useless as people initially thought.
Yeah.
There is some niche. If you're playing Phoenix, just play Raze or ISO, honestly.
Yeah. There is like a certain bracket in which you can get away with playing those champs. And I feel like when you see Reyna, it's because she has versatility.
Yes.
And when you're in pubs and you're just queuing up with randoms, you need that versatility
Yes.
because your randoms aren't always going to cover all the roles that you need for your 5-man team.
Mhm.
However, when you're in a well-coordinated team like the UMW Eagles and the Vikings, everyone's communicating.
Yes.
That versatility isn't as necessary because people communicate to fill their roles. So you see picks like KO who can do a specific thing. You see picks like Sova who are very heavy into tracking the enemy and relaying information, filling all those roles.
Yeah.
Versatile player agents like Reyna just aren't built for that.
Perfect. That's honestly perfectly said, and I mean that's such a good argument for it too. Like Reyna, ISO used to be even kind of Reyna depending on the map or the comp you want to run. If you want to really run like a single target shutdown, Phoenix is really good in those solo YOLO games where you're just queuing up, trying your best to get higher and higher in the ranks because he has self heal on 2 of his abilities. He has flashes that normally only aid himself because you can't really flash for your team. It's those 1v1 duels unless you're doing the crazy tech. And also just like, I mean, his ult is literally just an extra life for himself. So you don't really have that much team utility, but let's see if any of these teams prove us wrong. So on the side of us, we do lock in the sky, looking over at the Vikings.
There.
That is, that's what I was talking about. Lowest of keys. Fade on bind is a good pick.
Wait, we got a Messiah on the mic.
They got the Cypher as well. They have the Jet for more initiation. I mean, you can run Jet. I've also seen Raze run on this map.
Yeah.
The Brimstone as well, and the KO. That makes a lot of sense going over with the Vikings. Unfortunately, I would like to talk more about our own team. However, we can't see the comp because chat is blocking it.
Yeah,
chat,
guys, what the heck? What are you doing?
Who are they playing? Venta on production. Also, shout out to Venta. He's done such a great job. Let us know.
Cypher, Viper, Raze, Sky, and Brimstone.
That sounds like a very cut and dry UMW composition, and I love it.
Absolutely. The Viper on Vine, you cannot go wrong with that one. So many answers to so many different abilities.
You cannot go wrong with a Viper on Vine. That is correct. There was a point in time where you were throwing if you did not run a Viper on Vine.
Yeah, the meta was that crazy. Nowadays, not as versatile on a lot of different maps, but Bind is tested by time, unchanged, unlike some other maps, which I will not mention.
No. Bind really has withstood the test of this game, right? I feel like there have been, if there has been changes, they have been so small. There has been changes.
Oh, has there?
Yes, there was changes, but they changed what I felt so. The changes fit so much that it didn't change the overall landscape of the map. It just kind of kept it very simple. But I will say, starting off for us new, if we can get a quick tab check, you saw there, we do not have Diamond anymore. We now have Phil M, aka known as Nebula, already finding that nade pick. Mellow dropping in deep, able to find it right there. Zipper's able to pick up one. Death does go down, but we're able to find one in trade. Nebula himself picking up that one. They have an idea. Beautiful one tap from Z right there. And now the 4v1 all defending Bomb. We find out Mello goes down. Z as well. 2v1. We're gonna have to play off Bomb a little safer now.
The classic and Hookah taking out players here. Down to a 2v1. The spike is ticking. We're gonna advance onto that. We're gaining some ground. We're stuck in the cloud. It's not gonna be anything. A deadly crossfire set up from the back of site and in the front, sealing the fate of the Vikings there.
Yeah. And now we don't see a lot of Nebula. He was one of the players on VAL Blue, and since that team has now disbanded, he is a sub fitting for VAL Navy. However, he's a ranked grinder. So if anyone knows how to assist in getting some picks and really just pushing his team further and further, I mean, he's there basically every scrim watching this team, so he knows these players. He knows these players just as well.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Establishing that kind of rapport means all the difference when you're trying to have a coherent team here. Just like grabbing that information and selecting the pick onto that
Beautiful
Cypher.
cam.
Already A Phantom round 2
Oh,
is crazy.
Flexing that immortal gun buddy. And Jet holding with the shorty right there, waiting for someone to walk too close
Now that
to
is
just
a pit of
two
death
tap.
right there. And that shorty. But not much else can be done.
Brimstone
Just
waiting.
find that smoke. The
Brimstone-
spike is ticking.
Yeah, Brimstone waiting behind, trying to play off of her, but they cannot push too far. They just have to sit and wait. Mello's able to pick up one now. It's just these
Oh.
two. What a crazy
Wow.
read from Nebula. No, that has to be the Cypher Cam noticing him there, because I
it had
would
to
never
be.
think in a gazillion years to spray that exact angle. And they have an idea. Jet is not going to push any further than she needs to. Saturn's going to sit right there and watch. She's just going to go down with Spike, waiting for it. And she does go down,
Unfortunately.
getting the Vikings more money in the long run, and that is a-okay. But UMW already 2-0 going into this round.
Saturn holding that Jet behind. Look at that face. The face of a brutal, merciless Brimstone.
Yes.
Keeping them behind, not allowing that TP.
Real quick, we do just have to say in chat, Jenna Fire with a 25 bits and a get dirty.
Go Wash! Woo! Thank you, thank you. Let's get one more. Get dirty!
Go Wash!
Woo!
Oh, we missed the first one.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Jenna. We'll never miss your redeems. We love you so much.
Viper Wall
And thank
going,
you for the 25 bits.
Viper Wall going up. This is going to be a good push. We get the calm. That one is sitting showers right there. So able to regroup, have the two to play off of. Here comes the mellow jumps. Swooping in and finding a crucial head tap onto that Jet, but just not enough. Able to go down. I mean, he did have the stinger, but that's a Vandal.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'm
I'm gonna put that spike on the ground though. There's too much pressure. We're
Yeah.
gonna withdraw here. We do have the wash. We're gonna play the back side there while we have some players shower, but those two are gonna withdraw. Looks like we're gonna look for a rotate here. With what players we have left.
Nebula getting out there was able to spot one sitting Cubby and the other rotating to Dice, which are those funky stacked boxes. It looks like we're going to go for a full rotate because it currently is a 3v3 as Cypher's just sitting in hookah on the B site. So we might have a little bit of the opening. The Brim now rotating. This is so good from UMW, playing it super slow to keep the Vikings guessing, just waiting to swoop in and strike. Saturn getting the trade off, and that is going to be her finding a second one. It is 2v2, and now that gives us a chance to plant the spike and play off of it. I believe Saturn is close to ult here. See, we're not going to talk about you missing that. I'm going to make sure I mark that down and bring it up to you after the stream. What a spray through the box right there, and a great pickup on that little Cypher Cam on the enemy Cypher. We're double stacked on short right here, playing off TP, waiting for that tap. Saturn on high. The trade-off, Z's not able to find it just yet. The swing is a little too slow. That is a Vandal versus Phantom. This is an even fight. He's going to swing out, and he's going to get taken out.
Man.
Maybe played a little bit more time, but that is unfortunate. First round, going over to the side of the Vikings.
Yeah, wow. Now that was a good match there. It came down to the stakes were even, the players at a disadvantage. It came down to communication between them. You know, we did have that sub in. I'm not sure if he was alive that round, but you know, being put in that position where the round sort of slows down after an aggressive push, and the people who are left standing have to communicate what they have left, what abilities still remain, what guns they've got, how much ammo they have. These things need to be communicated as fast as possible when it's down to, it was at 40 seconds by the time they had to make that re-advance, and Saturn was able to secure that pick there and set them up for a 2v2. Ultimately, it was lost because we didn't wait for that sound cue. Which is like the textbook play there, I would say.
Yeah, no, I mean, that was a very crucial pick that we needed to secure that round. And I think that Saturn either Saturn swung a little too soon, or Z was not ready to swing. Either way, that small miscommunication costed them the round, and that is UMW dropping it first early. Surprising, seeing as it took them 11 rounds last time. For Vikings to find their first, but that is A-okay. There's plenty more Valorant to be played. Death finding one, and we missed it earlier, but Z did find one himself. Whoa! Crazy flank behind. Nobody is watching.
Rookie gets his 2K, and that
The
Brimstone was
Brim
getting
ult
thrown
cutting
away.
off for Saturn. Now she is able to sit on site 3v3, putting down the smoke as well. That's the KO nade. Here comes Zipper, not finding it, and now it is just Brandon, Death, and Saturn trying to swing off of each other, getting found out by that Fade Eye. Death's able to find one right there. Find the third one. Could we have a 4K or Saturn pick this one up? Honestly, regardless of what happens, the team's just gonna have to play very safe, and that's Brandon right now being Mr. 4K, filling those shoes that your brother is leaving behind right now.
No, absolutely. These rounds are getting interesting. Last game was a slog, but there's some real gunfights going down.
Yeah.
There are some battles of utility, mindset, intelligence going through these things. There's just a real need for some real communication between the players here to come out on top of these plays.
For sure, and I think that has to do with the team kind of hates bind.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the team kind of hates it. I love this map.
love
I
it
get to
too.
play KJ or Deadlock. I get to do whatever I want on this map
Yeah,
because
it's like,
as a Sentinel
it's like
player,
a memorial to the old days of Valorant.
exactly. This map is my oyster. And Z's gonna try to maybe take the trade here. Slowly walking up, and Brandon's got the right read. Oh, but looking behind the push through. It doesn't look like they're going to group up. Brim pushing through, walking back, but now UMW knows. Watch behind because the Vikings could be anywhere. Honestly, the Vikings, they're playing more
saw
like
it coming from a mile away. Secured that pick on the Brimstone.
they're playing more
bringing
like
it down to a 3v4.
more like ninjas.
Yeah.
Sneaking behind,
That play from behind, coming
that
up
was
behind long.
crazy.
That was insane.
UMW was not expecting that, and you could see in Z's cam that was a jump scare.
Yeah.
That was a
they
real,
were
genuine jump scare.
Yeah. Like when you don't wind up.
Nebula
the
is going to
music
take
box
this.
Came out
Swing this.
oh.
He sees it and is able to get out. The KO knife as well. What a beautiful pop and swing right there.
Wow. And that's the new player too. I think.
That
Secured those
is he is one of our returning players. But
Okay,
again, he
alright.
is our sub, so doesn't get to see a lot of
The
playtime.
sub,
But it
correct.
does not matter because he looks like he is just fitting right in
Yeah.
perfectly
Blending in with the team. He's got that confidence as we set up this site for a good defense here. Spikes on the ground. Time is ticking. Both players are locked up in hookah.
Able
That
to find.
Fade is gonna look for information.
They
Can
know
see it.
that someone is
Oh,
playing
yeah.
the
You
off
see those
angle
pings.
right now. So we're just sitting and waiting for someone to swing out. There comes one, and the Mellow on the off angle, able to swing with Saturn, find 1 and 2, pick up round 4. But honestly, let me just say, Nebula taking Hookah right there, such a beautiful play. Able to find the Cypher as he jiggle peeked out with the spray through on the corner, picking up that collat headshot, and then poppin' swinging. Which, for the people who may not know, that is kind of more of a Valorant term. It's just walking out as someone else trying to track your head, and then getting that spray down while they're trying to readjust.
Yeah.
That was a great trade.
With Reyna usually, but that was taken by that hookah push and actually done. Just like this push is. A lot of pressure going out onto the Vikings. We get an aerial view of bird's eye.
Shooting at his own team, he was a little bit confused right there, but that is okay. That was, like I keep saying, as a Junkrat player, Mello's satchels make me so happy because I know that my funny little Overwatch main will live forever in multiple games.
Absolutely. Yeah, I love that aerial view. That was a play for information from the duelist, no less.
Look at this swing.
Versatility. Just as the unequivocal headshot coming out through there, setting us to a 5v1, then a 5v0.
And you hear it right there, flawless for UMW, picking up the Arcane Sheriff. Now, listen, we'll let you in on some insider information. Arcane Season 2
coming out.
Is going to be goated. That means that Valorant is going to release another goated Arcane crossover. Get the skin! Get the skin!
Happening. It's
Get
happening.
the skin.
No, I think I heard there was some hearsay about skin for the Odin. Maybe if you guys have watched the show Powder's Minigun.
Maybe we could see Jinx's minigun. That would be sick.
It would actually.
That would be so.
amazing.
Oh,
just like that crispy
beautiful
single
one
shot.
tap.
Wow.
From Mellow.
And then
And
Hound's
he's
gonna
got the
connect.
nade
He's
read
gonna
right
send
there.
a
The
rocket,
double
seal that
satchel
fade.
in, not finding anyone off the
Not
bat,
quite,
but he's gonna wait to hold it. He sees the KO, getting half his HP right there, shooting the bomb buddy. Almost finding it. I was gonna get so hyped when we found a little bomb buddy. Okay.
But he is low there. I don't know what they can do here. UMW has an iron grip on site right now with these smokes and this utility and these lineups. They're just waiting for something, any indication. Page is going to make a play for information here.
Destroying the Fade Eye, but not getting it just yet. KO is so low. Here comes the beautiful flash from their Brim, but able to play on the off angles. That's Nebula picking up 2 before he falls.
Last
Have
player
Brimble
standing.
backing up.
Hold the Brimwald here, waiting for that
Saturn.
Q.
It does not matter. Here it comes. That is a secured round for UMW. They just don't have enough to be able to defuse. Great stuff from Saturn. Again, once you start hearing those 16th notes, it is a what a great fine. Wow, great stuff from Saturn. Just playing that last round so perfectly. Able to find that last the jet, getting rid of that Vandal. That's more money that she saves, makes, and they have to spend. So I mean, just like great stuff.
That's a 2,900 credit gun or whatever the currency is.
Yeah, 2,900 credits gone in a flash just like that. You always have
Don't
to be
forget
watching
the
your
heavy
back.
shields as well.
Do
Another
not.
grand.
You are not safe until the next round starts. So always be watching Saturn and Mello swinging this B long just as usual. The overtoss right here. No
Combat
flash
Skin is
coming
gonna
out.
give him the edge here.
Gonna get detected.
Oh, flash comes out. The Stinger spray, not quite connecting, and we're gonna get those eliminations. It comes down to a 5v3 here. That Boom Pod is going out, connects, finishes the job by himself, and we're gonna get that heal to reset here a bit. Connect that headshot. What's going on here, UMW? We are just landing these communications, these shots, this utility, and that spike is hitting the ground with deafening sound.
That the team is playing with each other so well, and Mello right there, just he knows he could take that trade for free every day. Does that matter if it's Thursday on stream, Friday off stream, or even Tuesday? Could be a Tuesday, and he takes that 1v1 and wins all the time.
Yeah. No, absolutely. There's nothing else going through these players' minds but the game that's in front of them and their teammates around them. You don't see this gameplay in the wild.
No.
Okay, this is the final form of Valorant. This just expert communication, playing around each other, so on and so forth.
And that's the same thing we saw from them last game as well. Just fantastic communication and also both individual and team playmaking. It's working so well, and the Vikings feel like it's every time that UMW has these kind of scenarios where they're not only able to get up in gunfights but also in information, that it just slowly falls away from them. Mello hearing the jumps from the Cypher but losing the duel, Death going down as well. Now we're forced into a 2v2, as I might have spoken a little bit too soon. Sprang through right there, not being able to find anything. The KO Molly coming in, they know where they are. Great Molly from Saturn to delay that push.
One enemy remaining.
Good stuff from
Last
Nebula.
player standing.
Oh, and
Can't quite connect that
unfortunately not ready to take the 1v1, trying to play off of Saturn just a little bit.
Yeah.
Look at the dragon just menacingly sitting over in the corner right there as he like calmly diffuses the spike.
Yeah, when all but one remains that survive in Valorant. When you get 9 eliminations in one round, there's just one person standing. That was a hard-fought round.
That was a hard-fought round, and Vikings came up on top.
Yeah, absolutely. And I do like, it's coming close in these games. I'm glad that they brought the sub in to get that extra experience and a share of the glory here. The score still is 7-2, but this feels like a much better game compared to last time.
I completely agree. I feel like the Vikings are able to adapt a little bit more to UMW's flow. And but UMW, I mean, we have a style completely unique to ourselves. So regardless of how much the Vikings might have the read on us, I think we're just like 4 steps ahead. But I don't think Brandon's ready for this crazy trade that KO's about to take.
Ooh, that's
barely
That's a head
seeing the
glitch
head
right
right there. Yeah, the head glitch. Destroying the trap before any checks go off. No one else in Puka, and Mello is able to find the KO. The push out, seeing 2 in Cubby over on that side. Here comes the Viper Pit. That is just going to secure this entire site. Big ult coming out, trying to deny. Here comes the huge
ults coming in.
ult dump coming out right now. The Cypher ult to counter Fade ult. We can't hear anything, but at least we can see where they are. 4v5 right now. The Fade ult is slowly going to be depleted. That Saturn going down. Still, that Saturn going down. Nebula going to be able to trade for it. Mello as well. Nebula finding another one for himself. Spike is going down. We have a 2v2. Hearing the footsteps, and now we are just sitting in Viper Pit waiting. Slowly depleting, but that is okay because it could help us out, but that is okay.
Man, you see the Viper hard at work here. That Viper Pit comes down, you know that round has heavily shifted in UMW's favor. How it sealed down the site, it stopped a lot of different advancements coming in. Even that ult dump could not stop the Viper's Pit as it came in and secured that whole site. That Spike ticking down. Vikings had to do something. They tried, they failed, and that round was secured for UMW, moving us into round 11 here. Score 8-2.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure 3 ults. No, 2 ults from the side of the Vikings were used here. Were used there. Oh, unfortunately going down to that double
brutal
stack.
Cypher
And
strip
so
cannot
does
it.
Nebula.
And the utility from Brimstone, the Molly, taking out another player, setting us down to a 3v4, but we've been here before, so let's see that communication come out foremost. Sky Smoke's deploying, sealing off Heaven here. We're gonna go for the standard Spike site
To give our team that extra push, give me a get dirty!
Go Wash!
And a let's go UMW!
Let's go!
Last player
If
standing.
only we could connect our shots, which we cannot
Molly coming
quite,
out right
but
here,
we're gonna seal
barely
off
not
that
able.
with the Molly.
We do have the ult, we just have to stall for a little
Been
bit.
here before.
Grim pushing us, Cypher as well, able to take it down right here, and we are now down to a 1v1. Slow push. We hear the swing!
Sees
Saturn!
the shoulder and secures that 4K.
Beautiful
Last
4-piece
round in the
clutch.
half.
The legacy of the 4K demon lives on. Saturn.
Lives on. This
It's a beautiful thing.
It is a beautiful thing. The 4K demon is not a singular person. It is a shared mentality.
It's a way of life.
It is a way of life, and UMW know that all too well.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Now you don't see it on Saturn's face, but morale is high here. These games have us locked in, and I just love what we're getting out of it. This communication between the players, this use of utility. I mean, we've gotten Vandals every single round because we've been able to secure plays and make stuff happen.
If we get the quickest tab check right now, I mean, look at our funds compared to the side of the Vikings
versus
they're able to pick up 2 Vandals right there, and maybe even a 3rd for this KO. But they do also have that Stinger and that Sheriff. Maybe they're not the best weapons you want to be fighting against UMW with a stacked economy. But hey, you gotta make do with what you have. The big grass, death going down. We are at a 3v5. This looks like it could be a dire situation for UMW. We just need to play it safe, smart, very careful, healing everybody up to the fullest HP that we can, making sure that every now takes an important one.
yeah, looking for something shower, not gonna quite connect anything, so we're gonna withdraw and look for another approach here. It looks like we're gonna go towards short. I think that is. Yeah, looking for something here, scanning with some bullets.
Is
Yeah,
it
go
our
short.
affiliate anniversary? Is it really, Tully? Oh, Mello, you have the read right. Saturn's able to find a beautiful run right there. Sending it
The
deep.
nonchalant rocket set to the corner.
Standing.
Oh,
Love that.
1v1 right here.
Spike down
Nebula
A.
having to walk up
I got the
for
spike.
Spike.
10 seconds left.
Getting full flash, popping some shots. He has enough time to plant.
Just barely
Able to
getting
take
flipped by that nade.
What a beautiful bird.
Yeah, majestic bird flight.
Oh.
Unlike those
Unlucky.
bullets which did not quite connect. with
Unlucky.
Volley.
You can see that. You can see.
I'm looking at the scoreboard right now, Jack, and it's not looking good.
I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm not
you know what?
saying anything.
No, it's fine.
Switching
We
sides.
are at an advantage here. Superior economy, so what, and what have you. Absolutely nothing wrong with how the scoreboard is looking right now.
Yeah, I mean, UMW. Now we're on the defensive side. Our comp kind of more sits towards attacker side, just because we do have the Sky and the Rays that are able to open up a lot more, just create a lot more openings for the team. So I'm interested to see how we fare on the side.
Yeah, well, Viper is a symbol, so she's really geared towards this kind of gameplay where you sit and wait for the enemy to come to you. But we did see her used aggressively by UMW, so I'm curious to see how they all die.
Yeah, and thank you for another 25 bits from
Thank
Jenna
you so
Fire
much.
supporting UMW.
And sending us down to a 3v4 here. A push through shower did not go quite as planned. You know, sort of slight disadvantage here, but Vikings are still stumbling to lock in a sight here. It looks like we're going to drift towards A site, I believe. Some activity amassing in short. Let's see if we can connect anything here. And it looks like Saturn is walking towards that inevitable confrontation. Silent as a ninja, waiting in lanterns for her prey. Connects that headshot. Another's coming in. Has to withdraw. Only
She is
12 bolts
stuck in a
the
very
clip.
scary situation right now. Zipper is going to go down, and now it is just death on the
Like
receiving
Germany,
end.
it's a war on two fronts. Can't quite win that. the
I was
collapse.
not ready for that. I was not
the
ready for
inevitable
that.
collapse.
That history reference.
Ooh, unlike that ghost
Not ready
game
for
play
that
there.
history
Can't quite connect that. Stealing that round for
Make their
the Vikings.
fear
Well, you know, in World War II, it was a two-front war towards the end. When the Russians
We are
sided
English
with the
majors.
Allied powers.
We are English majors.
Oh,
we don't need to be talking
all right.
about history.
Listen, I'm
and
just
this
kind
is
of
Valorant.
fascinated. All right,
This is Valorant.
I had a phase, but
That's
I learned
fair.
up about that.
I feel like every English major at some point goes through a history phase. Like every English major I've talked to, there's just one era of history that they are so like interested in.
And for me, it's World War II.
That's fair. I was ancient Rome.
Ancient.
I was
that's
so
nice.
big
Did you get into
in
the
ancient
Greek
Rome.
mythology and stuff?
Yes.
Absolutely, man. No, that's awesome.
100%. I was so like interested in that.
I'm glad to hear it. I unfortunately my mind was perturbed by the horrors of war, and I had to study them. Just like we're gonna see a battle of attrition here through the smokes. That bulldog is gonna come out on top, just like with that play through lanterns, bringing us to a 9v5 currently. That being the score, we are gonna get some better guns here on our team. That is a full buy coming out as much as we
Here.
can, at least. Zipper not quite making the cut with that dinky little leg shield of his. But hey, he's got a bit more money in his pockets. Maybe if we can drag this round into our pockets, we can come out better equipped. Because really it is kind of in the air right now. The
Yeah.
Vikings are going to keep their original weapons.
I think UMW just needs this momentum shift in their direction, and we are going to start seeing some more life in terms of this team right now, because we're kind of at the deficit, working a little bit behind. They were able to find 2 rounds going on to this attacking side, which I think is benefiting the Vikings a lot more in terms of just like the flow of how things are going down. But UMW, once we find the singular opening, we will be chilling.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's looking like a slow round here as the timer comes to double digits. Looking for any advances from the Vikings. And it looks like we have a setup here, but chickened out from shower. And that Hound is going to make sure that is the case.
Yeah.
Running for that information.
Completely clears,
on
not
him.
able to find anything right there. And unfortunately, I know this is an old nerf, but that last Sky nerf, not third-persing the dog anymore after the jump, so you can't see if anyone is around. They do see KO though.
30 seconds left.
Here comes a
Could be the
flash.
flash
It
connects.
seems like it's gonna be a fake flash. We're gonna
Come on,
rotate.
Tekken.
They're gonna
Why
rotate to
destroy?
go to the B side, dashing in. Oh, Zipper not able to find one on the fade right here, and Death. Just these sprays are not working out for him. Fade is so incredibly low, rotating around.
10 seconds left.
Fade Dog just barely
Spike
finding
planted.
him. That's Mello gonna get something started for the team, picking up one for himself. We have no ult on deck for either team, so it's going to be a fair and honest.
Yep, no advantage on either side.
Death
Or
finding
even until
two.
it's not. Set to a 4v1 all of a sudden. The last player in hookah, we're gonna nave that. Not quite connecting, throwing everything we have in there. We
know
where
he's
they're
there.
at.
Spraying on to Spike, finding Death.
Oh, how do
Is
we
it
sliver
enough?
hell?
It is half, and he's gonna have to keep spraying. But I think he has to reload to secure it. Mello going down. Saturn picking it up, and that Spike getting defused. And now UMW are starting to show signs of life. So from Shadow, give me a get dirty.
Go wash! Woo! Thank you, thank you. And a let's go, UMW from Jenna. Thank you, of course. We always appreciate the contributions.
UMW opts to go for the timeout right here because now we're finally able to get this round back in our favor. It took a little bit more than we were expecting to be able to get that round, but it did finally fall into our favor. 10-5 right now. 3 more to secure this series 2-0. What do you think is finally clicking for the Vikings to be able to find a couple rounds off of UMW? I mean, they were able to find one in the first series, and for a very long time, can we just get a tab check over there? For a very long time, we went on a 5-round run before they were able to pick up another one. What do you think the Vikings are doing that's working out so well?
A good question. I honestly think it was just the change of sides. I think that, you know, you practice one way, you get your setups down. Not just that, but also the mental of switching sides. It's a fresh start, an opportunity to level the playing field because both teams' budgets are reset. So we've got that gun, you know, level the playing field there.
I completely agree. UMW are going to finally be able to buy up completely here. Meaning that we're just chilling.
Yeah, right now we're chilling. Yeah.
We're in a perfect spot. We have full weapons, and I believe only one person from the side of the Vikings is going to be down.
Oh, some laughter from the team. That was a bit peculiar. I think I just saw a collateral and an extra headshot from that lineup there on Shadow.
Wow.
Spike planted.
So we know how
alrighty
this
then.
round's going.
I think the UMW is also getting a little too comfortable.
Yeah, I think it's because we only have 3 rounds to victory, and it's game 2 that we're kind of tuckered out at this point in the night. Last game was such a doozy. It was so just one-sided, essentially. So
Can't go
we kind of
under it.
mellowed out playing that. Oh, that was interesting. Oh, we tried to go under it, but couldn't quite make it.
No. They do know where
Oh,
they
found the
are
second
now,
trip.
destroying the other one. It doesn't seem like it's going to be a rotate up here as Z is sitting behind, waiting for something to happen.
We might be giving this round, actually. Oh, I know what we're doing. We're waiting for the TPs.
Yes. The spike just goes off, waiting right
That's
there.
scary.
Death is going to swing
Oh,
off, able to find
that's
one, but
two.
he does fall.
That is a hit to their eco, but also a hit to ours with that full wipe towards our team.
UMW just seems a little lost at the moment.
Yeah. Well, we do have some rounds to give to sort of backpedal for a moment and reconsider our strategies here. Looks like we're gonna look for some new lineups, maybe?
I believe so. I think UMW. I think we just need to mentally regroup.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think we're so lost in the stress of it all and the
Valorant
tension.
sauce.
I think we're so lost in the tension that we just need to relax. We need to take a step back. We need to regroup. Death is able to find a little one shot.
We're powerless coming from the KO.
Oh, what a spray
Yikes.
through, knowing that he's just sitting right there. He had nowhere else to go. And Z going to be able to find one, but he is going to get traded out for it.
I love the full save coming out.
UMW is
giving
just
UMW.
so on the back foot right now.
Yeah, and that KO was honestly good for UMW because they haven't invested anything into this round.
No.
So this is kind of a throwaway round. We're taking what we can here. getting one of them.
Last
They have
player
fully
standing.
bought here. We do have, this is more of like a guerrilla round for us. Guerrilla
it's-
tactics.
And it's just Sam in a 4v1 scenario,
Yeah.
trying to find anything, and he's just gonna get one tapped. He found nothing.
Yep, comes down to milliseconds on the reaction time, seeing that Brimstone across the football field. They lock eyes, but Brimstone makes the first move, sealing that round in the Vikings' favor, sending us to round 18. Scores 10-7.
Come on, UMW, let's
Come on,
lock in
come on.
here.
So close, so close, so close and so far. We just need a final spurt of energy. We're gonna be training our aim on these Radiant boxes here. What do you think needs to change, Jack, for the trend here to sort of shift?
I think the big thing that UMW need to do is we need to stop trying to take these 1v1s that we were taking in the first game. We need to go back to playing as a team. When we do start playing as a team, when we're able to group up and find those single openings, we're able to get a lot more. Death caught out right here. A poison orb might be able to let him rotate off, and just trying to spray through and swing. He is going to find the first opening pick of round 18 here. This could be really big. It looks like the Vikings are going to opt to go for maybe a bit of a rotate. Jet could fake it here or sacrifice her life, finding Mello. Death still sitting in heaven. Here comes the double. The double smoke to find something, but we are going to have a push onto the B site. Death still sitting back. Z watching his cams, not seeing anything just yet, having a perfect eye on the Cypher that is walking up long right now. Gonna get eyes on him and C2 in hookah. Here comes the fade eye just on top of him. No movement just yet. I think they know he's in there, but that is a-okay. He has a wall, or not a cage, sorry.
Yep.
He knows they're there.
A heavy push coming in from a
If he has the confidence to spray through, able to
Here
find
them.
the Jet,
We're
gets the
coming
trade,
out.
able to find
It's
two.
Doomsday.
And it is even. Their Cypher does not have anything, opting to go for the ult, finding a little bit of damage, just stalling for time. The spray through is able to find one. Death trading for it. Spike is down. That is a-okay. He's gonna have to play off of it. The swing right there. Death with 3, clutching that round. No ult needed, keeping the favor in UMW's court.
Yeah, absolutely. That reprieve was necessary to regain some mental there. When it came down to the 1v1, staying cool, calm, and collected there, he was able to land that flick, that clean, precise, surgical flick onto the Brimstone, take him out, secure the spike, and get us another round here, setting the score to 11-7. I like the shift. You know, there was a difference in our strategy there. We waited for sound cues. We waited for like an investment. Unfortunately, we did get picked out with that shower lurk, but we were present when they made that push for B. We were there when they were dropping down from hookah. We were able to get that double kill from Zipper, I believe it was.
Yeah.
As they dropped down.
Ooh, beautiful stuff from Mello right there. Able to find an early elimination onto the Cypher.
Yeah,
picking it up right there. They are going to be able to grab the bomb. Here comes the nade, not finding anything, thinking about the push-up or even the rotate in, but a little fake out. Seeing the KO right there, not getting too much information. I'm checking the cams right here, and it does look like the Jet is sitting in showers. Could take a trade with Nebula. I hear a judge.
What's
I hear a
that?
judge, and that is Nebula going to be going down. A rotate off versus Death out of the court, and the Toxic does go down. Seeing the Jet, that is going to be him falling as well.
Spike planted.
No ults.
Pushed back into heaven here. That spike is now ticking to the quarter notes, I believe it is.
We do have ult, and here it comes.
Oh,
Firing it through right there. We're getting caught on the corner.
Last player standing.
It is just Saturn in a 2v1. Jet is out. She heard the dash. She's going to have to leave, though. I don't think she has enough time to clutch this. Oh.
Ooh.
But she's going to go for it.
Doesn't know he's
Swinging out right there.
Oh,
What a beautiful.
Caught in the crossfires, but lives.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Wow, I would have screamed my lungs out if
I
she
would have
pulled that
popped off so hard if she
yeah.
got that.
Top of my lungs.
Just not enough left in the chamber to be able to pick up that round for UMW. I don't even know if that was going to result in a UMW win. I could have been wrong, but just insane stuff.
I do believe that the spike still had some time. So if she connected that, but the Jet was quick enough to pull out her classic, use that alt fire to eventually get Saturn out of that round.
Yeah.
Low as she was, caught in that crossfire.
Here
That was
comes
deadly.
Brandon's Viper Pit securing down a whole site. The flash is going to flash UMW as he's pushing through Bathhouse with a Judge picking up this ult orb. He doesn't get an extra ult point if I am correct, but he's just making sure that the Vikings do not have the opportunity to pick one up. That is going to be Nebula going down here. Smoke integrity is slowly dropping, and I think he is want to drop it here.
Oh, that Bucky could be deadly here. That's
Able to find one, playing through his wall right here. He
Oh, now
wants
this
to
is an
push
old-fashioned play here. Through that Viper wall, he has the Bucky. If anyone comes through, kablooey, that's a 12 gauge to the face!
Beautiful stuff.
Spike down.
And now we're in a very bad scenario.
Man. Wow, Viper had an iron grip on that one.
It looked so good for UMW, but just the slow trickle in, the Vikings were able to regain their footing and 1 by 1 pick it up from UMW. We are now 11-9, still 2 rounds in UMW's favor. 2 rounds left to win this map, but it is getting close.
It's close. It's getting closer and closer, unfortunately. Come up from a 5-round lead, I think we had. Now it's sort of leveling the playing field here. Let's see what UMW can pull out, or maybe the Vikings will persevere. Looking on the cameras, not quite finding anything. There's no KO cheeky bounce peek here. There's no flashes, no shower lurks, no nothing. A complete change-up of strategy from the Vikings. Let's see what they'll cook up.
UMW has to play 10 times more careful now, especially since every single round now means they are getting closer and closer.
Detecting the brimstone
Z has
there.
ult, Nebula has ult, Saturn has ult.
Oh yeah.
Those are
If anything
big
aggressive
ults to
comes out.
clutch up around right here for both intel and for playmaking potential. But enemy Brim, Jet, and Fade have ults on Viking side. That's Death going to be able to find the first one, and that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of plays that UMW needs to be making. Mello pushing through right here, finding the first one onto the KO, waiting for the Jet, knowing she wants to swing. But I don't think he was ready for it, just trying to jump peek and not finding. Unfortunate, only if he just played a little bit more careful. Here comes Saturn's ult to try to shut something down, giving the rest of her team more time to push up. Molly coming out, able to find it with the Viper bite, with the snake bite, and now UMW are able to flood out and pick that up. Great stuff from the team, and now we are 1 round closer from closing out bye.
Wow. Did you see that snake bite? What's going on there,
That was
UMW?
a great snake
Expertly
bite.
laid. Knew exactly where they were planting, knew exactly where the gunfights were going to take place. There was vulnerability put on to not just Brimstone, who was taken out, but also the Fade, who had to fight through that with the vulnerable on her, ultimately contributing to the end of that round, closing it out in UMW's favor. We're now sent into 12-9 score, kicking off this next round here. Man, it's up in the air.
This is match point for UMW, so that means the level of precision these players are going to have to bring out is to another degree, right?
Yeah.
Every trade is going to be so important, and we just have to wait and see as this happens. We hear a couple shots going off. Z completely locked in, full gamer lead, able to find a little bit onto KO, both shots missing. That is Death going to be the first one to fall. Here comes the smoke. Trips are destroyed. That kind of gives it away that they want to push. No one getting found out lamp right here. Jet dashing up. All of her util is gone. This is a full push, full commit. UMW, I think we just... Bless you. I think we just save here and play for next round unless we can find something. Spraying through right there, trying to find the KO, but no luck. Beautiful place. Molly is going to be able to close him out with Z. That is Nebula going down. Z able to find another one right there. One going down lamps. Here comes the ult. I think we're gonna finally see that we're all stacked up. Saturn, right here.
Oh,
Spraying
the right
through the
click coming out with
boxes.
the jet. Can't quite connect it. It's a spray down around truck. The classic comes out. You know it's desperate at that point, but the stinger claims all as it does. Second to last player. And it's a 1v1. The classic again from Jet. I'm seeing a trend here. Maybe that's her best weapon.
Maybe.
The Jet
Only
is
33.
experienced with the classic.
Only 33 health left. So unfortunate for UMW. We were so close. The spray through from Z was just not enough to find it right there. But so much was committed from the Vikings to be able to secure that round.
Right here.
That UMW are in a fairly good position to take this back. They want to play a hyper-aggressive round right here to be able to reclaim this. And I think it's going to work out for them.
Smoke's down.
They've got what it takes. We're going to get that heavy push.
Down A.
And it's a bloodbath at A short. Players going down every direction. The Sky ult coming out. It's a spray through the smoke. We know where the jellyfish are going. We're just going to hope we find something here. As it is now a 2v1 in UMW's favor. We're going to get that heal off. Waiting for something. We do have control of the spike here.
He sees where Carol is in the clutch! 4K from Nebula to close out the game. 13-10 for UMW. Whew. 2-0. A little bit too close. Not what the team wanted to see. However, when in doubt, it is a 2-0.
Absolutely. Hey, not what the team wanted to see, but what I wanted to see.
That is true.
That was a game.
That was a great game of Valorant. That I was on the edge of my seat the whole way through.
No,
UMW looked like it was going to be as simple as they treated map 1. But going into this map 2, the Vikings, they just locked in. They were ready. Their attack was it was a completely different team than we've seen. Great job to get them. They played phenomenally, but UMW, as Z said last week, they're the team to beat.
Yeah.
They are the team to beat.
Our team, well communicated as always, versatile. When it comes to solving problems, we have the answers. Adjusting our picks to what we need is something we're good at. We don't have one tricks on UMW. We can cover a variety of bases.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
And we have the subs to be able to do it too. Great stuff from Nebula subbing in for Diamond. I mean, that was a very great showing. And I believe, do we have a player interview lined up? Could we go check?
Yeah, let's see if we can get maybe the sub on the
Maybe.
mic.
I mean, whoever we can get. Hopefully someone new. Get new insight on the team. But
And the thing about bringing in the sub for this round is I think it leveled the playing field. It made this game a lot more interesting because we had a new voice.
Yeah.
Who plays the game a little differently than what we're used to, like from Diamond, who he was replacing. So seeing that shift, it made the game a lot more interesting.
Yeah.
And while I might have been snoozing on the first game, I was brought back by this second game.
Bro was awake for game 2.
Wide-eyed, staring at the
Wide-eyed.
screen.
Locked in even.
Oh, yeah,
for game 2.
absolutely. It's always a joy to see UMW come up with answers for what other teams throw at us. A big thanks to Greenview, of course, for coming out and playing our guys. It was a pleasure to have you.
And not only that, a huge shout out to our sponsors, Fredericksburg Nationals, the local champions supporting us. And I heard Drew talking about it last night on COD. I don't think there has ever been a cooler moment in my life than watching Smash Brothers happen on a baseball jumbotron. I flexed so hard to my brother that I am on a jumbotron. So
you made it, man.
Yeah.
Welcome to the big leagues.
Colonial Internal Medicine Associates, keeping our gamers healthy. Weather's finally getting cold.
Oh yeah.
Weather's finally getting
layer up
cold.
now.
So go ahead, check them out if you're not feeling the best, and also say hi to Mama Scurby while she's there. And how about our third, final, and equally awesome sponsor?
I think you're talking about the Fredericksburg Net.
No.
Wait. We already
Sporting Next Level.
Next Level. Sporting Next Level, supplying our gamers with whatever equipment we need. Thank you so much, Sporting Next Level, for coming in and giving us those crucial supplies.
Yeah.
And
Taking our
now we
gamers
do
to the next
have
level.
our player lined up
I
for the
do
interview.
believe so.
I think you'll be taking the reins on that one.
Sounds great.
So,
As a pleasure.
Thank you for coming
As
on for
always.
game 2. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you for the redeems. Thank you for the bits.
Of course.
And
Thank
I
you
bid
so much
you
for the
all a
bits.
pleasant night.
Alrighty, and let's get our player on here. The sub for Valorant, Mr. CS2 player himself, Nebula.
I have to come back to the game for a second.
Congrats on the win tonight. How did it feel going into this game? Because you also do play on CS2. Is the switch between the two games a lot, or is it kind of just like it's just like a small switch you can turn on and you're good to go?
It's a bit different because the utility in CS is different, and like the way you actually play the game is different because like the agents. So in Valorant, you're able to play positions that you wouldn't be able to play in CS. Plus the movement is a lot different, so that's like the biggest thing. When I switch between games, it's hard to like adjust to the movement, so it takes a couple of games for that.
Of course, and I think you fit into that. Really, really well. You had a couple of really outstanding plays. I mean, that one push you had into Hookah, finding the two there and setting your team up to be able to take that round was really, really spectacular. And last year, you were kind of filling in Brandon's role on more of the intel, and you did play a little bit of duelist, maybe more in the ranked grinds, and especially on Val Blue, you kind of had more of the intel-sided role. Do you like flashes more or less than your other roles you've played?
I will say personally, I like to be a bit more aggressive. I like to get in there. So like being flashes, I'm able to be like the runner up or in there with my team, and like I'm able to play off myself, find those kills. So
awesome.
I think it fits pretty well.
Sounds great. And before the game 2 started, we were kind of talking about just like characters, maybe art, super meta, that you want to see more of. I'm curious to see what a avid player of the game thinks. Who out of the meta right now do you want to see come in and really shake up Valorant?
This is going to sound very weird, and some pro teams actually have ran it, but Phoenix.
We were talking about Phoenix.
Phoenix is so good.
We were talking about Phoenix.
He has a free ult for entry. You can literally just get a free life, go in, find those kills. His flashes are super good too. Molly's very effective. I think he's a good character and like ranked, but I want to see more of him in like actual pro play.
Yeah, and my final question for you is: you say it in your player intro, and I just need to ask the man himself: are you the greatest player on the team?
Hey, just give me a bit more time, and yeah, I'm a bit washed right now.
That's okay. That's okay.
We'll be back though. We'll be back though, especially next semester.
A 2-0 is a 2-0, and like Z said last week, you guys are the team to beat. Congratulations on the win tonight, and thank you for joining me on stream. And thank you everybody for at home for watching, supporting your fellow Eagles. I have been Jack, Retros Yatsko. We will see you tomorrow for League of Legends. Have yourself a good night, everyone.
All right, have a good one.
Stand up straight now. Can't break down. Graduate now. I don't wanna be here. I don't wanna be here. It's a taste test of what I hate less. Can you die of anxiousness? I don't wanna be here. I don't wanna be here. What's about to happen? What's about to happen? I remember certain things. What I was wearing, the yellow dashes in the street. I prayed those lights would take me home. Then I heard, hey kid, get out of the road. I don't wanna be here, I don't wanna be here. Can't feel my legs, I might suffocate. There's a pressure in my chest. It's a taste test of what I hate less. I don't wanna be here. Start fresh with a new year. Can't change what you've done. Start fresh next semester.
Hand me down a walking cane, hand me down my hat. Hurry now and don't be late, 'cause we ain't got time to chat. You and me, we're going out to catch the latest sounds. Guaranteed to blow your mind so high you won't come down. Hey, y'all, prepare yourself for the rubber band. Man, you've never heard a sound like the rubber band. Man, you're bound to lose control when the rubber band starts to jam. Oh, this dude is out of sight. Everything he does seems to come out right. Once I went to hear them play at a club outside of town. I was so surprised, I was hypnotized by the sound these cats put down. When I saw this short fat guy stretch a band